All right, howdy there, fellow Shadow Priests. Today we are looking at a class that is not a Shadow Priest. In fact, it really doesn't resemble much of a Shadow Priest at all. Um, Instead of like hitting people for basically nothing and getting out DPS by every other class, you can actually kill people. So I started playing the Destruction Warlock, and I'm not very good. You can see I'm very bad, and I'm just kind of running around pressing random spells. You have so many different trees and ways to deal damage. Destro is a really fun damage dealer because it's not like Shadow where you just have one tree. You get to cast a lot, and you can also do what I just did there, where I decided to cast Chaos Bolt into another instant Chaos Bolt and a third Chaos Bolt to do 100k damage in about 2 seconds. So that is definitely one benefit of playing the Destro lock. We were definitely messing around a lot on the lock last night, and it just seems like you're able to do so much damage. Check this out. So this is the opener of the game, right? I'd shoot two Chaos Bolts without Dark Soul or cooldowns, and we get bubble instantly. Like just two, like or three, 25k bolts. Get a good bub right there. Really can't do that on the Shadow Priest. Walk out there, start free casting, and people are gonna kind of laugh at you. Um, I did my damage wrong as well. Like I didn't double coil, I didn't infernal, I didn't, yeah, no havoc, no soul rot. So it was just not a great opener, but we still got bubbled because this class is completely broken. And um, yeah, one thing I did mention was the multiple trees of doing damage. You just don't want to get kicked on bolt, I found, because then you can't do anything. But you can cast like fire and shadow flame and like some of these other things, and you can bait kicks with fear. Just rain of fire people at the pillar, bonds of fell, and do a lot of damage. I'm doing 7.4k DPS. I'm not particularly geared or good in any way. I don't have 2400 conduits yet. I don't have I'm not even 55 renown as Night Phase, so I'm really kind of new. But now we've got the 9 stacks, which is my helpful little weak aura right here, so we know that it's time to blast. Gonna pour it away. Having mobility is also something I've come to enjoy. And then I just double bolt him, and a couple 30k bolts, and he dies. I don't even think he had M laid up, which would increase my damage, I think, as well. So played pretty bad, but I'm doing big damn and winning, just killing people. So one thing that I noticed when we swapped over to playing my Shadow Priest, at one point let's see, where is it? Yeah, we do our first game on Shadow somewhere over here. I do a ton of DPS on the priest, but it never feels like someone's actually gonna die, which is kind of annoying. So if we look into this mage lock game, you can see I'm on top of the damage meters. The longer the game goes on, the more we're just rotting people and running around. But what we lack as Shadow is just that ability to actually finish someone off and kill them. Like here, I pop PI, Megalomania. Of course, the mage just steals my PI instantly, whereas Warlocks you cannot steal or purge Dark Soul anymore. You can't really compare the amount of damage that Shadow Fiend does versus Infernals. Like it just seems like every single spell that Lock has is better than Shadow Priest, with maybe the exception of our defensives are a little bit more protective against certain things like Fade and Disperse, whereas maybe a Lock will die through Wall or Dark Pact. But yeah, we can see the DPS keeping up, but it's in the end not enough to finish them off. We get this Mistweaver to the complete depths of his mana bar, only to just lose the game. And because I rage and I get feared out in the middle of the map, and then I get spell locked. I just see at what point I get spell locked. It seems like their kicks are on cooldown here. I start casting, a spell lock comes up, I get spell locked, and then just triple bolted from 80 to 0. So can't do that on a Shadow Priest, and to win arenas you do need to finish the game. A little bit sad. Let's go on to another match here. Let's find the Blade's Edge game. I think we got a Blade's Edge somewhere. Here we go, Turbo Cleave. This is, I think, a great example of like, I complain that we don't do damage, but realistically, like, I can crank. Like, I'll do some big fuck off dam for sure. It's just not enough to actually kill someone. So we're doing 8k DPS here. Obviously, a lot of it's like pad with the pets and everything, but not too much because they're mostly gone now. Just chaining the void forms up, dotting everybody. Mass Dispel the healer. Looking at a strong 9.2k right now, well into the game, so keeping it up, doing what we can. Dispel the DP that gets reflected just out of sheer not that it's going to do any damage to me. We're able to just kind of keep up our DPS all game, but never actually kill anyone, and it's really sad. You kind of, when you're playing with the Shadow Priest, you need to play with someone that has a bursty one shot, because in this meta right now, it's either get one shot or one shot them. It's never like, oh, you slowly kill someone. They just, the healing output is too high. Like this enhance can kind of keep the team up when the druid CC'd, and then also maybe people's defensives are just too strong as well. It's just hard to kill people without using your cooldowns. And unfortunately, our cooldowns, it doesn't enable any one shots. Like, we're not really going to one shot anyone. The closest to a one shot you can get is being like Venthyr Priest with Ancient Madness and getting like a juicy Void Torrent in my games, but that's going to be really hard against the majority of comps. And then also, you're going to lose a lot of in between like damage if you're playing that spec. So maybe we could have landed a kill at some point this game, but we're really trying our best here. We're doing a lot of DPS, and in the end, someone's just going to get one shot. We'll see who it is. So this is what happens. Basically, they pop a Chain Harvest, get him to 35%, and then they shear our healer, and then he gets charged and executed. So that was a fun match, and basically, even though I'm bad at my Warlock, we found that I was actually able to do more damage on my lock than my priest, and we're able to kill people easier. Like, obviously I'm going to live longer and play better with my positioning and faking kicks on my priest, but at the end of the day, lock is just so OP that after playing warlock for a week with less gear and no idea what I'm doing, we did better with that. So just a quick update on, if you're not playing Destro Lock already, or you're playing Shadow Priest still, like, just take the time to learn a new class. It's kind of fun. It's a little sketchy getting the gear, but I think you can get pretty playable within a week of just like getting your cap, and then if you've got gold, make some legendaries and just start pumping, man. It's pretty fun once you get the opportunity to play a comp that you enjoy and do a lot of damage. So I guess that's it for this video. Just a little update on what I've been doing with the Warlock. I will be streaming a bit more often as well, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll get some Shadow Priest streams as well, just to test it out. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. See you next time.